Congratulations on your new job. You want to make a great first impression and hit the ground running, but sometimes it's hard to know what to do first. In this video, I'm going to walk through what you should expect in the first 90 days of your new job, but also how you can set yourself up for success. And keep watching because I'm going to share a super secret tip, one that I have used with all of my bosses, and it is an absolute home run. It's also a secret tip I have never shared before today. So keep watching and I'll tell you what it is. I'm Cicely. Thank you for joining me this morning. I see I have some comments coming in. I'll get to those in just a moment. I am Cicely. I am your career strategist and mentor. I coach and teach 5 strategies that will ensure you reach the level of success you desire and that will actually change the trajectory of your career. The same strategies I have used to be successful in my 25-year career in business and politics. So I love the live dialogue this morning. We'll jump into those questions in just a moment. But if you are watching this on the replay, or if you're new to my channel, listen, check out my YouTube channel. You can hear the bell, click that bell, subscribe to the channel, and you will be notified every time I post new videos, but also check out the channel because all of my career tips and strategies are there in one spot. So it's a great resource for you. All right. Recently, I've been getting a lot of questions from you about starting a new job. So let's talk about what to expect in that first 90 days. The company is looking at you, wondering if you are a good fit. Your boss needs to determine in the first 90 days whether you're a good fit for the role, whether you have good chemistry with your teammates, whether you and the boss get along. The company is basically sizing you up to make sure you're the right fit for this role and for this company. And guess what? You should do the exact same thing. As they're determining if you are a good fit, you should also determine if this company and this role is a good fit for you as well. You can do that, quite frankly, by looking at the job description. Are you in the role that you were hired to do? How is the communication between you and your boss? And the reason why that first 90 days is important is because no one's going to tell you it's a trial period, but it is a trial period. So if you determine this is not a good fit for you, leave in the first 90 days. Because when you go to your next set of job interviews, it's much easier for you to say, you know what, this wasn't a good fit for me, so I decided to move on. Or you can say, I was hired for one role, turned out it was something else, so I moved on. In that first 90 days, it is absolutely acceptable for you to decide this is not a good fit for you. The company may also decide you're not a good fit for them. So that 90-day first 90-day trial period becomes very, very important, even though it's still kind of an unspoken thing that no one tells you. Next, communication with your boss. This is so important, and I'm always surprised when I talk to those of you who are starting new jobs that this is not top of your list. Communication with your boss is so important. You need to ask your boss a couple of questions, quite frankly, one or two. First, how do you like to receive information? Verbally or written? Because you're basically asking, look, should I talk to you in person or do you prefer email? Another way that you can phrase that question is, do you prefer, or, how do you want me to communicate with you? So is it, how do you want me to communicate with you? Or how do you like to receive information? Or what communication methods best work well for you? You can frame it in a number of different ways. What you're basically saying to the boss is, hey, you know what? I want to get on the same page with you. So I want to make sure I'm communicating in the way that you prefer to receive information. They will love that, but also appreciate your thoughtfulness in terms of asking those questions. Next, meet the team. Now, I purposefully included this meet the team because, quite frankly, some of you are going back to the office. Some of you have decided to work remotely. So when you get that new job and you have a choice of being remote, going back to the office, or maybe a hybrid approach, as some of you have described to me, make sure that you are absolutely intentional about meeting your teammates. Now, if you're remote, reach out to people, ask them to hop on a Zoom call, grab a cup of coffee on a Zoom call for half an hour just so you can get to know them. But if you're going back to the office, then this is absolutely critical in your first 90 days is to meet your team, meet your colleagues and your peers to make sure, again, that chemistry is what you're looking for because that is what your boss is looking for as well. Do your homework. You have this job. They hired you. You're excited, you're ready to get started, but you have homework to do. Do your homework about the company, the leadership team, culture. What are the things you need to know, the history that's going to make you successful with somebody in your role before you? Those are all very valid points of information that you need to know to be successful in your role. So do your homework once you start. Okay, you ready for this? Here's this super secret tip I promised you. Every time I start a new job, I ask my boss one simple question. What can I do to take things off your plate? Put it another way, is there something I can do as I get started to take things off your plate and make sure that I am helping you hit the ground running? I'm helping you to achieve your goals. What you're basically saying is, let me help you achieve your goals. And oh, by the way, I'm here to get on the same page with you. So that super secret tip is just to ask that one simple question. What can I do to take things off your plate? I will tell you it is a home run every single time because nobody ever asked that question. And look, your boss may say, you know what? Right now, they're, can't think of anything, but thank you for asking. Or they may say, you know what? Great question. Yes, I would love for you to do A, B, and C and get started on this project, something I'm working on where I would love your help. You're simply signaling your willingness to be a team player and to ensure you are successful in this role. That question works every single time. And I have actually gotten feedback from each of my bosses. And when I was a leader, what I said to my team, it works every single time. But no one ever asked that question. And when I was a team leader, no one ever asked me that question. So that is your super secret tip that you need to put into action, and it will absolutely ensure you are successful in your first 90 days. But the impression you will leave will go far beyond your 90 days as well. So, listen, those are quick tips. If you want to talk through some additional strategies to ensure you're successful in your new job, I'll put a link below for how you can reach me. We'll hop on a Zoom call and grab a cup of coffee, and I'm happy to talk through the particulars of your role and what else you can do to be successful. I see the comments are coming in, so let me just jump over to those. Good morning, Eileen. Yes, YouTube channel. Love that I love YouTube. It is one-stop shopping for everything. Eileen, you both have something to prove. It's about communication during the trial period. You're trying them out and they are doing likewise. That is so true. And Eileen, someone said to me recently, well, isn't that 90-day trial period kind of outdated? It's not, I said to them, because if you're not a good fit, you better believe the company or your boss or nonprofit or wherever you're working, they're going to use that 90-day trial period to ask you to leave. So it's not outdated, it's just unspoken in terms of its importance for both you and the organization within which you are working. Hey, good morning, Estelle. Yeah, I'm glad you found those helpful. And listen, if you're watching this video right now, some folks are joining me here. Maybe you're not looking for a new job, but maybe you know someone who is. Feel free to share this video with them because these tips will be helpful for them as they start their job, but also a reminder for you in case you look for a new job in the future. See if other comments are coming in. I thank you all for the dialogue that we have here on these Monday and Thursday calls are absolutely fantastic. So I appreciate those of you who join me and the questions and the comments that I get here, but also the question and comments that you send to me after the live video ends and a dialogue that we have there. So I appreciate the constant conversation that we're having around how to ensure that you are successful in whatever role you are in. So I appreciate the dialogue here this morning. All right, I see a couple of comments have come in. I don't see anything new. So, Eileen and Estelle, thank you for joining me. I see there's some others who are here but have not commented, so that's great. Thank you for joining me as well. I'm always grateful. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm always grateful for those of you who join and do comment, and those of you who join and are just checking out the videos. Don't forget, hey, good morning, Sheila. It's good to see you this morning. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. It is Estelle, thank you. I'm glad you find value in these videos. I am grateful that you find value in these videos and you're expressing that. So thank you so much. And I appreciate Sheila, Estelle, thank you. Eileen, thanks for joining me this morning. Again, for the others who are here, thank you for joining me as well. Listen, whether you are in your new job, whether you're looking for a new job, I know some of you have reached out to me and you're not in a new job yet, but you're going to be looking for a new job this year. You've decided to leave your current role. So keep in mind, this video is a resource for you to offer those tips for your first 90 days. But again, reach out to me below. I'll put a link for how you can reach out to me. We'll have a conversation about how you're thinking about starting your new job or whether you've already started. I'll also link to some free resources below to ensure that I'm offering you as many resources. I encourage you to take advantage of those. And I thank you for being here this morning. I will see you in the next video.